630 points to the upside for us to take Monday's high versus 200 points to the downside to take that low.
You guys these lows, yeah.
But if we take previous day's high today, that significantly lowers our stats for going to take previous day's low today as well.
We are also bouncing off previous week's lows as well, Zinc, that I was mentioning pre-market.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you see what the news was? Do I do fancy?
It was from Financial Juice. Current U.S. Treasury current maximum size of 2 billion per operation will be at least $4 billion per operation. So
yeah, I'm not gibberish to me.
I'm not too sure what that means personally, but that's what calls it looks like.
I have no idea. Not a clue. I like previous day's high. I like the gap that we had from yesterday. This previous day in London gap that needs to go and get filled. I just don't like the fact that if we go and take previous day's high, we're much, much closer to taking the opening week range low. I can't imagine we're going to push up 15 points to go and take those highs. But we could. No. Treasury and buying bonds to keep rates lower. I've seen this tale before. I've seen this story before.
I must say also, Zinc, I've actually only had one day trade this week. All my other trades have been swing trades. I've had a swing trade on the DAX to the downside, Bitcoin to the high side, and then I took one trade yesterday on YM short, which was a winner.
Nice.
But I think when you're not seeing your setups there, it's also best to just sit on your hands,
Yeah. I've been I flipped my bias yesterday on gold, so I took a quick loss. Let's see if I can scroll back to it. I took a quick loss yesterday, and then I ended up. So my initial position was long off the 50. I was up like 48 off of it, and then someone in chat pointed out the data wasn't really all that good. And I switched my bias, so I ended up taking a $20 loss. It's like 23, something like right there, and then I flipped bias and entered short a little bit higher. I think I entered right about. That was my secondary trade I was trying to get. I also missed the IB by levels push down yesterday. I wish I had taken a little bit more aggressive of an approach. Unfortunately, I did not.
Yeah, he has the open coming down a little bit. Nothing too much though.
I'd be pretty surprised if we go and take previous day's low. Actually, be very surprised. Opening key on continuation for Wednesday says 92% if red, day is red. So it might take previous day's high, then drop. The main reason I hope we don't take previous day's high is that breakout stat. By breakout, if we take previous day's high, we only have a 5% stat to go and take previous day's low. So I don't think if we took it, we'd drop. What's going on, Andre? Good morning.
Morning,
Muppet.
What's up, boys?
Are we all congested today? What's going on?
No, my mic is probably not that great with these AirPods.
I gotcha.
Bro, my throat's been sore all week. Jeez.
What are we looking at here?
Probably taking previous day's high. That's what I'm going to look for.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything interesting?
There was a news event. Maybe you know what this means, Mr. Hedge Fund. Something about the treasury bonds, bro. I don't know. Yeah.
It's Goldman to you.
You know what, actually?
Goldman, yes, Goldman.
Both. Come on, boys.
No, his nickname's Goldman. That's my nickname I gave him.
Both, though. He did work at a hedge fund also.
You know that... he just has to... someone worked at a hedge fund. They tell you.
Exactly.
We have a joke, Andre, like in South Africa, like going to, like in America, like going to, if you went to like Ohio State, that they'll tell you that it's like if you go to like a prominent like all boys school, which I did, it's like, how do you know they went there? They'll tell you.
They'll tell you.
Yeah.
Mr. Or one of your boys like will say that you worked at Goldman.
Yeah.
Do you know like who this is?
Like on that Boiler Room movie, like the guys, they were at the bar and they were like, you know which firm we work for? It's just a little company called JP Morgan. You heard of it?
Mr. Hedge Fund.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to play gold. Sorry, I got a 10-point range on it. Lovely.
What do you think the new the high of this cycle is going to be?
For gold?
Yeah.
Might get to 5,000.
4,500 from 4,300 to actually not that big of a move in terms of percentages. From 4K, really based out at 4K, now is up 13% to 4,500. Do you think we go new all-time high? 56, 5,700?
I don't think quite that high, no.
Yeah.
But we are starting to get a ramp up in the memory sticks, which use a lot of gold.
Oh yeah, you were the expert on that.
Yes, they're
about
gold
the
consumption.
metals and whatnot.
They use a 1/16 of an ounce in every RAM stick.
Look at this guy.
And there's an eighth of an ounce in every H1000 that NVIDIA produces.
Tech Zinc. He knows what's good.
Zinc.
Well, zinc is a form of commodity too, so you should know this.
It's on the elemental chart.
Yeah, it's on the elemental chart. Yeah.
Let me pull up my screen one sec. I just want to show everyone in the chat. I need to connect the Instagram too, but I'll do that in a second. So we have released a new update with the sidebar. Sidebar is now cleaned up very heavily. Any of the stuff that you might have seen that's missing, if you looked at the risk calculator, if you looked at the refer a friend, if you looked at anything else, or the indicators, it's all going to be in the resources section here at the bottom. So you're going to see that obviously down here. But we've pretty much grouped the way that the sidebar works to be historical data and live data. Historical is obviously discovery, AI, reports, and API, and then the live data is what's in place, greener and algos. But what I'm most excited about is if you click the slash on your keyboard, this is going to pop up. You can also click the search button. If you don't like using shortcuts, you can just click the search. Whether the sidebar is open or closed, you can just click the little search icon and it'll come up. I recommend using the slash. But from anywhere on Edgeful, if you click slash and you just type in IB, you'll get all of the reports that have the words IB in it. If you type in orb, you'll get all the reports and you can go straight from here to... I did not ask about the recording because I was late. I'm assuming the recording is on.
It is on. I was just thinking that too.
Great job, Kevin.
Side note from what you're looking at right now, I just found out why we also pushed like crazy.
What?
Moderna had a positive round 3 phase 3 cancer vaccine success. So
Seems
Moderna
insane.
is up 112% pre-market at their peak.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Yeah. Moderna. I was looking at the option contract. That's why my face was going nuts. This is the biggest percent gain I've ever seen.
Dude, for not a penny stock? I mean, is this not the biggest one ever?
Are up 395,000%.
I thought you were about to say 300%. I was going to say no way.
$1 to $3,995 overnight.
Wow.
Dude, check the volume pre-market on those options. Check the volume pre-market on those options before this news came out. I guarantee you there was some activity.
Well, I'm looking at yesterday at 10:26. There was 108 buy volume at $6 a contract.
Also, Seamus, I agree.
This is insane.
Not to get into it, but I agree with that.
I've never seen this type of move on anything.
I mean,
not even during COVID.
Is this potentially the biggest like sell the news of all time?
It should be. I have no idea what their vaccine is. I just read that headline.
I mean, dude, a cancer vaccine. Obviously, I hope that would be amazing. But, you know, it seems kind of insane.
The trial covered 1,137 melanoma patients. Those who got the shot alongside Keytruda, which is the name of their vaccine, saw the cancer come back less often than those who did not. No safety problems were solved or were found. This also includes lung, bladder, and kidney cancer. 112%. $161 up to $133 in 30 minutes. But it's Moderna. That's insane. That's why SPY pushed as much as it did. They have a 9% holding.
I mean, now it's bigger. That's for sure.
That's insane.
It doubled.
Wow.
Now the weighting of Moderna in SPY is way bigger.
Yep. That's insane. We also we took previous day's high pretty sparingly. To the downside, that is. Outside day stat just hit. We got cues that looks like we will go and take that opening Greek range low. Nice. I did not expect that.
Yeah, but did I tell you can actually trade options on the one platform, Andre and Zinc, that I got in South Africa?
Yeah, you were talking about it on Monday. Are you,
yeah,
are you interested? Dude, did you catch this move? The options guru? Are you gonna sell it? We're gonna start selling courses on this.
No, I am definitely interested. I'll maybe just play around with a couple $100 just to test it out and see what the hell it's all about, you know? Nothing wrong with that.
I would recommend doing...
You connect or demo account, maybe.
It depends. I mean, the demo accounts with options are always very... I mean, I haven't found a platform that has a good one because the options... Like, there's so much data that they need to simulate.
Yeah.
But... If it does have a good paper trading with options platform, I would highly recommend trying it because, like for example,
they got one, so I'm gonna test it out.
The thing is, like Thinkorswim, like what used to be TD Ameritrade now is Schwab. Thinkorswim has paper trading for options, but like it doesn't. When you place a trade, you don't actually get filled at the correct price. It doesn't actually work.
Yeah.
So there's that, and like you get like different fills. I just haven't seen a platform that has good paper trading for options.
Interesting.
I'm assuming there's a reason for that, which I'm not aware of, but yeah.
Someone said, this is it's a crypto exchange that I use for crypto. It's called Bitgate. I don't think you can actually use it in America, but it's very similar to like Binance. They're just adding on, you know, all these platforms are just adding on so many different features because different traders want to trade different ways. So I'm going to check it out, Andre, and see, you know, might have to, I might be calling you.
You can call me whenever you want.
NQ coming lower here quite aggressively.
Yeah, we're gonna go take previous day's low, the opening week range. Very, very surprised we didn't just wick up and take previous day's high.
Is this? I mean, it's kind of tough because I was gonna say like, I mean, dude, imagine you like randomly held calls
on Moderna.
I mean, anyone selling covered calls got. I mean, not torched, but like, I mean, you don't really get, you can't like really lose money there, but
no, they just
left like a ridiculous amount of money on the table.
They're just sad.
Yeah.
Really, I've been making so much money selling these $5 covered or $50 covered calls on Moderna.
See ya.
Just despair into open, but the gain on this is $5 to 20,000 overnight.
Jeez.
$5.
That's wild, dude.
$10 to 40,000, or $25.
Sorry, are you saying that are you saying the actual like gain, or are you saying that the like when you say $5, do you mean like the price is 500 or $5? Like, you know, when you're buying like an SPX contract, it says it's $1, but that's like really $100. Are you saying it's the contract
for that instant? 1 penny.
Oh,
one single penny.
Okay.
So $1 on the option chain. 5 contracts for $5. You can sell them for 20,000 now.
Wow.
20 point.
It seems like an aggressive move, to be honest. Like double the. I mean, it's more than double, isn't it? It's yeah. I mean, it's double from where 97%. I mean, that seems pretty excessive, to be honest. Like, I mean,
very excessive.
It seems excessive to like double the value of the company because of one thing. Like, I don't know about that, to be honest. But
that's crazy.
Well, the gap filled on NQ.
We should be targeting previous day's low.
Oh,
now.
Let me connect Instagram. Hold on one sec.
Should be heading down towards previous day's low, I'd imagine. By the way, futures are going to rally. Trump just reminded them. I see.
I'm removing Facebook. I'm assuming nobody's watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
James, do you mind checking on your phone if we're live on Instagram, please?
No, not right now.
Interesting.
Previous day's low or high has a 96% stats going hit.
James, can you check again, please?
Okay. Yes, we're live now.
Perfect.
I'm going to be taking the trade on gold for today. Gold stats are, just make sure I double check this because yesterday I was misled. Wednesday IBY rejection. If the low is formed first, we'll take it. A little bit better than that 57%. And then for CL, I'm definitely going to try to take a position on that today as long as it gets a pullback. We have 90% stats and 86.6 on the flip side.
Let me just finish up my point of what I was saying before.
Yeah, go for it. Sorry.
No worries. I think that was worth a call out.
Moderna.
Dude, look at this. Well,
I've never seen a stock gain that much.
I don't think I mean, double? That's not a penny stock? I don't think so either.
But market cap wise, too, what was their market cap before that? They just put on $28 billion worth of market cap this morning.
It's pretty good. It is pretty good. All right. So, just going to restart for anyone who just joined. We just released a new sidebar. On the left side here, we pretty much broke everything down into 2 groups, historical data and live data. Everything else that was in the sidebar is now in the resources section down here. So you can click that, refer a friend, risk calculator. If you lose access to the TradingView indicators, you're going to get access to them here. If you want to join the Discord, which is completely free, you're going to do that here. And the other thing that's really important is the search. So if you guys click this, you'll see this search functionality come up, or you can just click the / on your keyboard. It's the one to the right side of your keyboard. And you can just type in screener and you can go to the screener. You can type in orb and you can go to the orb report. You can type in buy rejection and you can go to the IB buy rejection report. So it will definitely take some getting used to, but if you type in like inside bars, you can just jump right over there. And I think it'll make the experience a lot smoother just to be able to go exactly where you want. Like if I want to go straight to the screener, I can do that, or straight to the what's in play or whatever else, or to the risk calculator, I can do that as well. So I just wanted to let you guys know that we do have the new sidebar. Whether you have it expanded or collapsed, it doesn't matter. You can click if you want, or you can just use that backslash on your keyboard and then jump around from there. So
here comes previous day's loan cues.
All right, I'll pull up your screen now.
Fast tracking our way there. I did not expect us to barely miss previous. Look how close we opened the previous day's high. It was 40 cents.
Yeah.
And now we just made. There's your sell the news, by the way. May not have happened on Moderna, but QQQ. Reverse that whole move pre-market. Time to make a completely new edgeful masterclass.
Oh my god, I know. It's like the worst. It makes it so hard to like the videos are so hard to maintain because we change things so often.
Summaries, the 1 hour candle is insane. $5 up, $6 down. Snip snap.
Lime actually took out previous day's highs coming back down.
What is happening?
Wow.
We're not buying whatever it was that happened pre-market. Gold's still holding up pretty well. I still can't get over Moderna. Some lucky guy out there I'm going to see on Reddit or Twitter later.
Yeah.
Bought a contract. Probably a first-time option buyer, too. Now they're hooked for life. Or they never have to trade again.
Yeah. What do you guys think about... I mean, I just don't think it's going to get there, to be honest.
What do we think about what?
I was going to say retest of like the orb low, 29,550 for continuation down, but I just don't think it's going to get there.
Could. This is... I'm glad I didn't try to take the 5-minute delve break today. I would have gotten destroyed. There's the opening week range low, though, James.
Yep. That did get taken off.
Mentioning a little bit. I didn't see us going up. We would have had to push up 15 points, 610 points on M&Q to get opening week range high. But at the same note, I didn't think that we were going to go and take opening week range low in 10, 20 minutes in the New York Open after a 300-point move up pre-market.
Today's going to test my patience.
Yes, it is. You got it.
Today is going to really, really test my patience. I could feel it.
John's Wick, do you trade gold New York IB or Globex IB? Both. Gold, I caught a really nice continuation long last night. Now, I did have a pretty scary stop out wick that thankfully I did not get hit by.
While you explain this, I'm going to get another coffee.
This drop from 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock to 9:15. Thankfully, I did not get hit, and I managed to capitalize all the way up to 4410. Sounds kind of crazy, but at night, with those top one accounts, that's why I've been trading them mostly. I haven't been putting too much of a stop loss in the trades. As bad as it is to say, I haven't really been going in with a tight stop because the chop overnight, you're better off picking one direction and maintaining that direction than have a reasonable stop and then you get stopped out. You either flip your position or you re-enter and then you get stopped out again just because of the chop being so bad. That bounce.
Yeah. Yeah, we are bouncing. Even YM is picking up a little bit of strength.
Yeah, I'll be back with Lucid Live hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, you've been back and forth on that.
Yeah, I've been stinking. I've at least been taking payouts from them when I get the account live, and then I ended up blowing it trying to chase more than I should.
Sure.
It's my downfall is getting whacked by no consistency. Can't control myself. Rafe, nice. I took a short on MES targeting London mid, previous day's high. Very good. Holy smokes, Pip-T. 125% on Apple calls in the open. Excuse me. Couldn't get the mute down fast enough.
YM is bouncing back up to opening range high off the daily Vwap here, Zinc.
Thankfully, I went to go get my coffee.
Yeah, I'm just watching this here, Zinc, my side. So YM actually took out its previous day's highs, which is that white line on my screen. Yep. We actually didn't take out the lows. So YM, if we have a look at, and I was showing the guys pre-market the custom reports, but let's just go to home again. Let's go to the report section, and let's go to the previous day's range report. I asked for this report, by the way. So
you did.
You know, I should know that's off my heart. But yeah, if we go to YM and we look at year to date and the extended market hours, we can see that if we take out previous day's highs, we have a 76% chance that we will close above yesterday's closing price, which is at 407. Now, I'm not saying that this is just an entry, but how I use it is I know I want to be long biased if I'm looking to trade YM. I'll look to buy, dips. Maybe that dip over there at open could have been an entry signal to get long back up to the high of day. But don't use those type of reports aren't entry signal reports like the RB25 or the RB50. They are directional reports, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is ripping, bro. Wow, look at this the 15-minute candle. That's 210 points back up. So
finally some movement. On Monday, were you guys ripping your eyes out in stream? I tried joining for a little bit.
Dude.
But I was bored as can be. Finally getting some movement. We rejected off previous day's low again. $15-minute orb. You might. This is probably the closest you'll get to 50% for it. Might wick through previous day's low, Andre.
Where are you looking right now?
On M&Q.
Oh, for the continuation orb. Of the downside. I feel like getting a starter short is not that bad, but I just don't want to step in front of this train right now.
I'm going to be taking gold again. It's pretty funny having a day on stream yesterday. He was like, yeah, there's literally a monkey right here just chilling. He didn't show it, but he's in Sri Lanka. Like, yeah, there's a monkey right here outside my window. There's snakes and frogs and just everything chilling around. He's in the middle of the jungle with Starlink.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Meta's at new high of day. Apple's at high of day. Google's kind of dead center. Tesla's pushing. I mean, I really want to try this short, like starter, and then like kind of scale into it, but I just feel like the momentum is kind of like flipping right now. But the problem is that previous day's low was taken.
Yeah. There's quite a big wick on there as well, Andre. Almost 100 points.
Yep.
30 minutes is going to be the only move we have. Don't say that. It has happened before.
I just tried it. Let me pull up my screen 1 sec.
Go for it.
I'm trying this. I'm not really interested, honestly, if it reclaims up here. My entry is at 509. So looking not necessarily for new low of day, but like something down here is really what I'm looking for. So we'll see how that goes. But previous day's low was taken. I'm expecting a little bit more continuation to the downside, and I'm not expecting a larger reversal, even though ES is strong. NVIDIA is near the low of day, which is probably what really dragged everything else down. And yes, Apple is near the highs, which I don't love, but Apple hasn't really been the big driver here. And I might just, and I just closed it for.
Very nice.
Closed it at 467, 467.25.
Moderna just hit 140.
So right here, this was the trade from 509 to 467, 42 points. Looking on the, for me, obviously I would prefer continuation, but this type of retest and this type of price action is really what I like. This obviously was the more ideal one, and I don't think anyone could have predicted a sell-off like this. But in the case of the orb forms pops up near the midpoint of the orb, that to me is like one of my favorite trades to take. In this case, the risking orb high was too much, but like something like this is really like, for me, the A++. So that continuation down, looking at that previous day's low with the price failing to kind of like reclaim it, I'm willing to take the risk on that. And then if price were to reclaim into this orb low, I probably would have closed it, honestly, a little bit sooner than the actual orb low.
Yeah.
Just because
that's your typical trade. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I actually wouldn't mind like a low risk long here, because now we are wicking a little bit, maybe back up into opening range. Obviously it would be a counter trend trade. I'm not going to do it, but we'll see. Maybe as the session progresses, we'll see how this level holds. But that's quite a nice little scalp there. Like, like for how many points was that? 40 points?
42,
yeah. Nice.
It was a realized negative risk to reward, 0.8. I'm more than happy with that. In this market, in this market, it's not necessarily that you can get 40 points almost anywhere, because I don't think that that's true, at least recently. Like if you go to Monday, like this whole morning, like you could theoretically get it, but I don't think that that's actually the case. But in this, for me, when you're looking at 40 or 50 points, like there are opportunities to get there. And I'm happy with 42 points. And yes, my initial target was not necessarily new low of New York session, but like maybe it's like 440. But I don't know.
We had a 30-point Globex heavy range a couple nights ago.
Wow.
Disgusting.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like if ES kind of pulls down below the orb low again and starts to consolidate down here, I mean, potentially call spreads later today would not be bad. I don't know.
Gold
the only
chilled
thing
off quite a bit.
What's up?
Sorry. I said gold cooled off a lot.
Here let's pull up your screen.
This is still directionally bullish, just chopping quite a bit overall. We can hopefully go and make a new high. That'll be the 15-minute orb taken. I'm going to try to respect my no trading M&Q bias, idea, thesis, what do you want to call it. And then MCL, I'm going to definitely look to get a trade on this day. We have 90% stats for Wednesday to go and take the higher low, and that's with 10 and 15 data points. Preferably the low forms for us, which it is so far. Then we can get an entry at the midpoint, ideally.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Wow, I'm not gonna lie. I had a pretty sniper exit there, and that was pure luck. I'm not gonna pretend that there was a level there. I was up 40 points. I was like, you know what? There was no
Zinc said he's getting in. Zinc said he's getting in.
Dude, James is flaming you every stream now. Oh my god.
Cool.
Zinc. Cool. Dude, that was still a funny stream.
Cool. I didn't know we were going to be like that, James.
It did happen to me as well, Zinc. So, it's a give and take.
Yeah, I was waiting weeks for that to happen. There's a little smirk on my face. I sincerely hope that this isn't going to just pitter out for the rest of the day now.
I hope not.
Even though gold's chopping right now, I'd surprisingly still prefer this type of price action than MNQ. Nasdaqistan.
Yeah, NQ not really doing too much.
No.
Lime's only one trading outside its opening range high at the moment. Yes, I mean, yes is potentially at a good level to buy here. With that wick.
You like the longs right now?
No, not right now. I'm just saying potentially I would like to see price action, just not on NQ. Definitely not on NQ. YM or ES is holding up better. I mean, Mag 7 is mainly green right now too. So if we look at the Mag 7 on the right hand side there, everything's green except Google and Nvidia, which is they're not down super bad. So I could see this as potentially like a breakout of previous week's lows. We're coming off of previous week's lows on ES, so maybe like a move back up to previous day's highs, which on ES is 770.
Yeah,
but I just see it like something like where's it there? Something like this, where we get the pop, pull back, and then maybe if we hold, as long as we hold above that daily Vwap, I'd maybe look for longs on ES potentially. YM's obviously the one that's looking most bullish at the minute. We're trading outside its opening range, as well as out previous day's highs as well. James, bar for yes as a swing or day trade? That would be a day trade back up to previous day's highs. Swing trades at the moment, I'll always look at swing trades after like at between 2 and 4 Eastern time or in the London session.
There we go. Gold's getting a nice directional move now.
There you go. Yeah, gold. Gold's just been pulling back to move higher, bro. It's going to 5,000.
That's been awesome.
Well, NQ's making its way down slowly but surely.
It is.
Zinc, thoughts on the call spreads?
I'd wait for the IB to break and then do it.
Yeah.
It is. It's if you put them just below previous day's high too. We have a 5% stats go and take previous day's high
On NQ.
You can even go a little more aggressive than that too. Yeah.
Do you find that the QQQ options move well?
Yeah, there's a lot more theta decay on them as well.
Interesting. Because I always just do SPX.
I get spooked from SPX because of like what happens if you have a news candle like this. Obviously, that happens very often, but
dude, that's what happened to me a couple weeks ago.
We do have the federal budget at 2:00 today. If you were going to open that, just as a little warning. Cruise not looking too bad. This is a 60-cent range on it right now. New low in the IB, 19 minutes to go. FOMC meeting at 2:00, yes.
But not rates though.
No.
Yeah.
Just their budget hearing, essentially. New low, Andre. Should have held your shorts.
Should have.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I do think the call spreads on SPX are solid. I do think they are solid. But yeah, there was a news candle that torched me the other day. I was furious about it. It was like there was like a 15-minute period where I was on a call. I didn't look at my charts. Yeah. And then I'm like, I have a put spreads open right now. I wonder what's going on. Dude, I opened my screen. They're in the money. I was like, oh, wonderful.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
For anyone in the chat, that is like perhaps arguably like worst case scenario. And yes. It was just one, like, it was like 3 5-minute candles that like literally just like destroyed my whole position like instantly.
Sandus got an 8% pivot today.
Pipti, what platform do you use to sell, or do you sell options? Because selling options are, from my understanding, you can't set like a bracket order to get in and get out at specific prices. At least you can't do it on Tasty Trade. You can't do it on Thinkorswim. You can't do it on Robinhood. I don't know how to set a bracket order. Yeah, there you go. I mean, yeah, of course, buying options, you can definitely do that. But when you sell options, it's a lot harder to do that.
especially spreads.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking to get a long on crude. This will be what my position looks like for today. Data is there. I double checked this time. This will probably end up being 7 micros again, unfortunately.
Dude, Brian's comment for option stock is considered never try them.
Options are fun.
Options are hard. Options are way harder than futures, I think.
Yeah, what? Just because of the time decay.
There's so many factors that you have to consider. There's like so much to think about. There's a lot more to manage when you're trading options. It's like it's not the best experience unless you sell options, in my opinion. Yeah, theta sucks. Yeah, Nvidia's pushing down.
Yeah, Nvidia down 1.3% now.
Yeah, SanDisk just took a dump as well. 8%. Gold's looking good.
For the longs?
Yep. If I can get a pullback, that is. We have a 62% stat for today, which I'm okay with playing. Much better than the 50-20 from yesterday.
Did you see that in the AI, you don't have to attach the reports anymore?
Yes, I did.
So you just ask away, and it answers.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
The common theme here today is that we just need a pullback to get in on anything.
Yeah.
We need a pullback to get in on shorts for QQQ, which I'm not going to be taking. I'm just going to be taking crude or gold. We need a pullback to get in on those two. Gold is still making new highs. This is now a 120-point move up on gold in the same time as Moderna this morning.
I just want to pull up the address. This comment here, you don't have to attach the reports anymore. That is correct. So you go to edgeful AI in the left sidebar, or now you click the slash button and you go there and you can just ask a question. I mean, I could pull up my screen and do it.
Go for it.
Let me just do that one sec.
NQ bouncing a little bit here off that low.
So I'm in edgeful AI right now, and I can say, tell me which weekday on NQ single breaks the IB the most. Can you guys put a mic on edgeful AI so you can yap away? I actually don't know what the process is for that. I know that on...
You would love that.
Oh, dude, I dictate literally everything. Like I like try not to type as much as I can. I do know that if you use a Mac or an Apple product, you can dictate using the dictate like F5, which is at the top of your keyboard. If you don't, I know that there are some products that you can use. Eventually we'll add it. I just don't know what the process is. And like, we need to refine the experience of the AI, which I'm already working on now, just to make it like feel a little bit smoother. But yeah, you don't have to attach any reports anymore. You can see which weekday on NQ single breaks the IB the most. Just gives you a nice little table here. You can see Friday's single break the most, over 80% of the time. You can say, okay, now compare to ES. Compare to ES. Now it's going to go. You don't have to attach any reports. You can say, okay, now make it a 30-minute IB instead of a, yeah, Rob, you don't have to attach the reports. We should probably make that more clear. You just ask, you just talk, and then it will do it. So now you can see ES. Now you have the breakdown of NQ versus ES. It'll rank it. We're really going to make this AI process a lot better. And by the way, on the attaching reports, we didn't used to have all of the reports in here. Now, if you want to ask about any report, you can ask about all the reports, all the customizations, like literally everything. The other thing is we do still have the analyze for the custom reports. So when you go to your customer, we still have the attach for custom reports. That is something that we'll work on integrating into like just the chat AI. But for now, the only way to interact with your custom reports is by attaching it. But what you can do is actually combine a regular report with your custom report by attaching a custom report and then just asking it to combine it with something else that's already in edgeful. So there's that. But yeah, no more attaching reports. If you want to ask about regular stuff, just go to AI and just blab on. Zinc, I'm pulling up your screen now.
Yep. I'm looking to get into these crude and longs right now. We got 10 minutes left, so I'm not going to put the order in quite yet. This is a good-looking long setup right now. Stats are also there in this time. I'm not going to flip the position halfway through, I promise.
NQ, I could see NQ coming back to that opening range low personally on this bounce. We've rejected it quite a few times here today. You can see this is an hourly, so we are sitting at previous week's lows. I'm not obviously going to be a buy here. We're much stronger on ES. See, ES, look at that, Andre. ES.
Yeah.
ES bouncing off of the opening range low. This is playing the double break, so this looks like it wants to come take the highs. We also are coming off of this black line on my screen. It is the daily Vwap, so overnight Vwap. So that looks good, and now we are taking the New York session open Vwap, and then look at YM taking its highs as well, back up to that high from that news candle. So I wouldn't be surprised to see, especially if NVIDIA picks up off the lows, to see us maybe even on NQ get back up to at least like previous days lows, 500.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised about that either.
It's a tougher trade for me. That's a counter trend trade. That's a that's a trade I take when I'm asking for trouble.
Zinc, did you get your pullback you wanted?
Not yet. Last time I front ran, last Wednesday actually, remember it dipped all the way up to 75%, 80%.
Yeah. Did I show you the buy
rejection
retracement report?
Yeah.
I did?
Yes, you did.
All right, perfect. I just wanted to make sure.
Zinc, I have someone on X you'll like this. He only trades crude. He's Australian. Now, if you don't know Australians, like they love using profanity and like they're just characters. Like they just love using profanity and they love their beers and cigarettes and everything like that. He just says, like I think 2 weeks ago, crude oil had like closed at this lowest. He's like, I just added more before the close. Wish me like he's an ex hedge fund manager, but he trades now for himself. He just punts his own calls and everything like that. And he's like, I added more. And then I think crude actually gapped up like 4% to start the next week. He's like, beers for breakfast. I can and then he posts a picture of a yacht. He's like, when am I you guys are all invited. Whoever back me, all invited on my yacht. Yeah, but he's, like, Andrew, I'm sure you must have got it too, but those like ex-hedge fund guys are just all characters, bro. Like they just...
Oh, yeah.
Their risk tolerance is just so much. Like they've seen numbers on the screen that you can't even fathom. So they
desensitized to it.
Yeah.
The thing about the place that I worked at was that everyone was like an MIT computer science or like math PhD. So they're all the opposite of that guy. They're all super quiet. Everyone headphones in. Nobody talks. The office is completely silent. Like everyone's just locked in. They're in their own thing. Like that's it. The place that I worked at was very different, but Goldman was a lot the environment of Goldman was a lot more lively in office.
Did you guys see mRNA? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier this morning. I think Moderna is the reason we had the push up on SPY this morning.
Yeah.
It's up 150% now, by the way. It's still going. So that dollar is now worth
oh, dude,
6,800.
Unbelievable.
If you had pulled that $5 out of your pocket this morning, you would have made 35,000. Yesterday, sorry, not this morning. You would have had to buy it yesterday. Which someone did. It says someone on the option chain bought 103 for $1. Probably some janitor for Moderna.
Yeah, you got the insight.
So will ES take the high and NQ take the low? Oh, I honestly haven't even been watching SPY and Qs. We technically have the high form first still. We almost went and took a new high. Very, very close, but this is favored for the downside break. SPY is choppy as can be. Holy moly.
Yeah.
That's your Monday chart right there.
So I don't trade ES as much anymore. Just dude.
No, I hate ES. I hate it.
NVIDIA looks very, very similar to NQ as it does most days, but NVIDIA is starting to bounce off of those lows too, but still trading down on the day too. So I think if you are looking to buy indexes, Lime's definitely the strongest. So
I'm going to go and put my order in now.
How come there's no edgeful indicators for RB? There is.
There are. He said there's so many.
Oh, okay. So many. Sorry.
We've kind of consolidated them into one, but we used to have a lot more. Just so the only thing is, like, now we have so many that I don't want to delete them because I know that certain people use some of them. Like, for example, Zinc uses the by levels, like the separate one, instead of having it in his own. So like if I deleted that, then like he would have to change the way that he works, which obviously he doesn't want. Look at him shaking his head.
No, I don't want that. No one
exactly.
wants that.
Exactly.
I'm trying to figure out how many contracts. If I go in with 5, then it's a $180 risk. I'm going with 6. 30 micros by 30 limit. So risk on this will be about 210 if I do manage to get filled. That is.
Is it going to break right now?
Looks like it.
Would you still take it if it breaks?
Well, it's got 4 minutes left. It's not 10:30 yet. What if all the IB indicators were in one? I mean, you could get rid of it if you wanted to. I could always, for that indicator, I could just duplicate the initial balance breakout. Yeah. But I like having it as a separate indicator so I can activate it, and because it looks really messy if I'm not using it, and it pulls up previous days, and then it also makes the chart zoom way out.
Yeah.
Just keep it as is.
Yeah.
I use the main and buy levels too. There you go. Way better.
Yeah.
Not just me. We did just make a new high, so I got to adjust this now. Made a new high by like 3 cents. So I just have to move it up a little tiny bit. A hair. Entry is now 8455. Got 2 minutes left on the IB. Zero to 25% MCL is 84%.
Hold on one sec. I'll be right back.
There. That's a good pullback. Gold is not pulling back. This Would have been a really nice long. This is 40-point range on gold in New York, though. Wow.
Yeah, NQ bouncing here, I think.
Yeah, so I got to retest at the 25 to maybe go short. I'm not going to try it. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm just going to try crude. And then I guess if I get no entry on that, I'll migrate over to Qs. Same kind of thing as yesterday, though. If we push up any more on QQQ, SPY is going to end up going to take the IB high. SPY is at 75% of it right now. Small issue.
What's going on?
SPY and Qs are pretty diverged. Very diverged, actually. Crude's about to go and take the high immediately, which is a little unfortunate. And it just did with a 1 cent into the candle.
Oh, wow.
Maybe. Did it break it? 85 made equal highs. Order still technically valid. Maybe.
You're looking at CL?
Yep.
Oh, MC.
Did CL take it?
No, equal. But MCL did not.
Still technically valid.
Yeah.
So yeah, NQ almost back at that previous day's.
See if I can get whipped in.
Yeah, by the way, Andre.
There we go. I'm in.
There we go.
Another, jeez, what's that? Hello?
Let's see.
Are you long, Zinc?
Yep, long on CL.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get.
Would that be the most sniper entry of all time, literally to the tip?
That'd be awesome.
Would that be
Zinc
back
to back? Yeah, a sick entry on CL last time too. Remember for that short with that news. Yep. Dude, that's the stuff we need to clip, bro. That's
we're working on it. We're working on it. We already have it. It's in the works. Don't worry about it. We're doing it.
Wow, yeah, this would be. I'm a fan,
dude. Oh my god! I hope this hits just smashes the IB high. That'd be awesome.
Missed it by 1 cent.
Missed the IB high by 1 cent?
Yep.
No.
Made one equal high on it.
Oh, I thought you meant after you got in the trade.
No, not quite yet.
Yeah, comes NQ as well. NQ bouncing quite aggressively.
Come on, baby. Halfway there.
Jeez.
Do it for me again. Back-to-back Wednesdays. Come on.
Ska.
That'll be beautiful, honestly.
I'm going to get out right there.
Nice.
101 in a minute.
Beautiful, dude.
0 drawdown.
Literally.
$108. Why did I secure it? I was tempted to move the stop loss. And what do we do when we want to move the stop loss?
You add in.
Now I feel like a doofus.
Well.
Could that have been any better?
No, actually.
Caught the falling knife, but not in the usual way.
Yeah.
This is the Wednesday data I was talking about. It's going to go hit full TP right here. You bastard. Why'd I have to watch it? Sugar, close the tab. 4 Wednesdays. Use the slash reports. 4 Wednesdays on CL, we have a 90% stat to go to the high. Sorry, 86.67. Still very good.
It hasn't hit the TP yet, just so you know. So could still reverse on you. I doubt it, but
yeah, I'm not in the position. I'm fine.
Think. Flippin' hell. Your comments on Unitrade make me laugh, bro.
My comments?
You bastard. Come on, come on.
I literally haven't heard anyone say that ever.
Like, you and I live a completely different life. Holy moly.
I know. It's hilarious. Dude, I cannot believe that sniper entry. Literally 0 drawdown, not even 1 tick.
I'm surprised they even got filled, honestly.
That's awesome.
Not even a penny in drawdown.
How often does that happen?
For me, all the time.
Yeah. Only when you don't get in when I'm getting out.
Gold already took it. Spy's about to go and take the IB high, actually.
Yeah, nice trade, bro. I must say, Anja, I'm not really seeing too much on NQ. Maybe the shorts I could have maybe scalped very quickly with you, but for me, my side, I'm scared of shorting NQs at these lows after we have, just something that also to think about too. And while I was actually watching this bounce play, and I would have loved to, as I said, that previous day's lows, which I was saying. So
yeah,
but it's not my high quality setup. But
yeah,
after, especially indexes, because indexes love to, especially have been in a bull run this whole year, essentially.
Yeah.
But indexes, when we do sell off quite aggressively, like look how much we sold off from top of Asia yesterday until today's open price.
Mm-hmm.
We had sold off 374 points. That's substantial amount considering we haven't been getting moves like that more recently.
Yeah.
And then to where the lows are, where I would have liked, where you sold it was 600 points. I know you're a bit more scalpy on your players, but for me, that just seems like, it's going to trap sellers going short.
Yep.
Yeah, exhausted move, trap sellers going short and then pop back up and then kind of do one of these and maybe close up and even maybe back up at the highs yesterday. So that's just what I was seeing in terms of the longs, Andre. You got, like if you're shorting it over here, like an opening range breakout play. Now the orb, my Olga won today because obviously it went quite for a good distance out of that 50-minute open range. But if you're shorting it here, it would have to be for a quick scalp because very often indexes, they hit, like especially we have these pre-market lows, they hit these lows and then they bounce back up like that. They trap the traders selling at bad prices.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. That's why hold on, let me pull up my screen.
Holy execution on MCL.
Someone's asking what your position was on CL.
Cover that quickly. Just
my position was a long to IB high, which I'm stunned I even got filled. I think that would have been worse if I had missed the entry because then that's your number one tilt trigger. But
yep.
Look at that chart. Holy smokes.
You never take partials, right, Zinc?
No, I guess I should have there. That one was kind of a miss on my part. But that also just made an extension right to 0.2 already on the IB. Entry was at IB 50. The way that I trade crude and gold is I enter at the IB 50, stop loss at IB low, TP at IB high, the old IB model that I used to trade with M&Q. The reason I do that on crude and gold is because they like to wick to the 75%, which I guess I could just put my entry there, but then again for today I wouldn't have gotten that entry. And then here are the stats for Wednesdays for crude to continue to the IB high or IB low. So 90%, which we did just 86%, sorry, which we did end up just smacking beautifully. We should keep this going. breakouts on IB. That I don't think I could have had a better trade than that. I obviously could have held it the full TP.
It was the sniper entry of all sniper entries.
And still taking it after making equal highs.
Yeah.
Zinc's going to change his tag name to Jason Bourne, sniper entries.
Jason Bourne, dude, you're insane. Wow, ES and NQ are flying.
Yeah, ES is ripping. NQ is back up to 29,550.
Nvidia looks like the V is the V bottom is in.
That V bottom.
Yeah, except
I'll tell you what, the stress that I had from trading M&Q and MES, since I haven't traded them for like 2 weeks now, it's been incredible.
Yeah.
These two have been miserable.
Tech Zinc Bourne. It's like,
Zinc
think, oh my God, it's Jason Bourne.
Oh my God, Jason Bourne. Dude, that's a great movie, that.
Yeah.
That's a great movie, that.
Hey, you guys were giving me movie recommendations on Wedding Crashers.
Did you watch it?
I did. It's good, bro. I actually forgot I did watch it. It's an older movie. I did watch it, but maybe like 5 or 6 years ago.
Dude, it's like one of the best movies ever.
Yeah.
I love Vince Vaughn from that era.
Dude, Vince Vaughn is one of the best. He has to be one of the best, in my opinion.
Oh, he's so funny.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Dude, that double break play on ES is absolutely ripping right now. So that's a great double break play where you get the breakout to the low side, but you still want to be long on ES, as I was mentioning, because you're above that daily Vwap, and now you can maybe target. Yeah. I would be out if I was in this trade, but maybe targeting previous day's highs.
That 5-minute double orb break, James?
No, this is the 50-minute. This would be the 50-minute orb break. I only really look at the 50-minute opening range.
Gotcha. But if you add this one in, 75% stat double breaks on the 5-minute.
Yeah.
And it's over the past 6 months, which I had a pretty.
He's had in the last 6 months, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a pretty long rant on this yesterday. Anything over, I'm going to say 2 years worth of data. If you consistently look at that, stop. There's no reason to.
Bang.
6 months worth of data covers the last 2 quarters, which is the most recent trend that we have. And the trend changes every single quarter.
Dude, I've been saying this literally for almost 3 years now. And the amount of hate that I get for this, and not that I'll die on this hill because I think it's like I'm being stubborn, but like I say this on calls all the time, specifically with the algos too. If you backtest a strategy for 5 years, the implication of what you're saying is, imagine an institution or a hedge fund starts a strategy January 1 of 2020, and they leave it completely untouched for 5 years straight. They don't change their size, they don't change their position, they don't change their targets, their risk, nothing. For 5 consecutive years, that's what you're doing when you backtest for 5 years, which is completely not realistic. If you think hedge funds are creating a strategy and letting them run for 5 years without like making adjustments, like, you're delusional. It's just not the way it works. And when you backtest for 5 years, that is what you're saying. If I traded this exact thing for 5 consecutive years without changing anything, in my opinion, it's a huge mistake.
It's 100% true, Slope. 100%. The longer you go out, the closer it gets to 50-50, because that's what price does. It either goes up or down 50% of the time. There's no in between. So when you have people that are using NQ stats and saying, okay, I backtested this for 20 years, it shows that the IB has a 56% win rate. You put any strategy into that, it's going to have a damn near 50% win rate across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, it's just so funny to me that people are thinking that a strategy. Who was the administrator for the House 17 years ago? With what president was in office? And who were the 240 House members?
Dude, what about nobody cared about CPI until like 2020?
Yeah, great point.
Nobody cared about CPI before that. It was not even a concern.
Nope.
Like in 2008, sure, but like if you're
It makes no sense to look at that much data.
If you want to compare this market environment right now, even to pre-COVID, you're going to get such irrelevant data. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we talk about this all the time, and I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, people want to argue with me, and that's, again, we don't have any opinions in edgeful. We do this intentionally, so you don't have to like me. You don't have to take my word for anything. You have the option to go back 5 years if you. And just so all of you know, if you want to keep clicking the back button, you can actually go back to 8 years if you want, and it's completely, in my opinion, like, just not helpful. We have the preset to 5 years, but like, I don't know. It's just people like love to argue with me about this, and I don't really have the. Not that I don't really like care, but nobody has ever made an argument that is worth entertaining a conversation for. Ever.
Unless you're talking to Warren Buffett.
Yeah, if you're going to hold a position for 40 years, yeah, it's probably helpful to look at a higher time frame. But if you're scalping on a 2-minute chart on NQ, what happened 2 years ago doesn't matter.
Some other news on that note too. Do you think Warren Buffett looks at the 15-minute order break every day?
I think that's the only thing he looks at, and I think that's how he enters his positions.
Check at this thing. You'll find this one funny. Look at this. Calculating how much I've spent on prop firms this year.
Dude. It's all the people using my code. Thank you, Summaries. This was, I don't think it could have been any better today. Thankfully, it was so small of a range that my order did fill because I couldn't set it right at the midpoint of the IB because it was a half a cent. So I
really
set it at the point that was above the IB, not the one that was below. It was 55 above, 54 below. 53 was the midpoint on the dot, so I couldn't set the price there because it wasn't. Or sorry, not 53, 54 and a half. 55 above, 54 below. 54 and a half was the actual IB 50. I don't think we'll end up getting a rejection.
If it was me, I would have probably set my order right below the midpoint.
And not filled and then gone on tilt for the day.
And then I would have just thrown my computer against the wall probably.
I'm a little upset with myself for not holding it for full TP, but
I mean, when it wicks to your entry and that, like, something like that happens, like when it's grinding, it makes an equal high and then completely collapses to your entry. Like, I don't think it was like, of course, in hindsight, yeah, you should have held it, but being up 60% of your initial TP in 2 minutes after being wicked into the tick on your entry, I feel like it's not that unreasonable to have taken the trade-off. Now, if you took partials, okay, maybe, but like, you don't take partials. So what do you do there?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. The way that I'm looking at it, I just made $505 in 2 minutes. Yeah. And that is someone's 8-hour physical workday.
Yeah. That's something else about props. People are like, oh, $200 a day is like not that much money. Okay, $200 a day is $50,000 a year. If you average $200 every single trading day, which some days will be more, some days will be less, but if you average $200 a day, it's an extra $50,000 a year. There's 250 trading days in the year. If you do $400 a day, it's $100,000. Like $400. So when you see, oh, I need to go for whatever, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a day, yes, of course, it helps to bring up your average. Or if you have a $5,000 day, like, yes, of course, that's going to help you. But looking for those moves every day is just like very difficult depending on your position size. So.
Anyone thinking SPY might pull back here? Qs, I'm going to put a bold prediction out here. I think we're going to end up having a no break day on the IB for QQQ.
Wow.
It is for MNQ to get to the high or low from where it is right now. It's 200 points. I don't imagine SPY is going to pull back all that much. ES did break. ES broke the high. I've been emphasizing this for the past 2 weeks, especially, but really the past month. This is not the current market to be trading either MES or NQ, especially with the IB. We have no direction. There's no reason to try to predict, okay, this is going to have a directional move to the upside, directional move to the downside. We are struggling so bad to pick a direction to go.
Yep.
So I've avoided trading those two because of that reason.
ES is pulling back right now. But yeah, I mean, if you zoom out and you go to a 15-minute chart right now, like, it looks pretty nasty, honestly. I mean, NQ looks way better, but ES doesn't.
Yeah, and it's just the current state of the market, and it's going to be like this for the next 2 weeks until the quarter's over.
Yeah, but ES and above its opening range high, Andre. Interesting though, must say, like, obviously after the first hour's already played out, but the first hour is actually bearish on ES and obviously NQ as well. You can see there's an indicator, and we are getting that bounce, whereas YM is obviously bullish in the first hour. So maybe be careful of taking long as an extension right now, but is trading above the VWAPs at the minute.
What's everything else doing right now? Meta. Dude, I need Meta back at like 800. Honestly. But Meta's at 548 right now, which is wonderful.
I guess I got a little lucky on the crude trade. There was crude oil inventories right at 10:30.
Oh, was that the spike down?
Yeah. Good thing the data doesn't care about that.
Yep.
Does the Vwap lie, James?
No.
No. Vwap never lies. It's always truthful.
No, never. Robinhood MSTR is up 10% as well, Andre.
Dude.
MicroStrategy?
Yeah,
I hate that stock. I hate all the yield stocks that he built. I hate that. I think that.
Wow, but Bitcoin's above 65K.
Thank God. Send it to 100K, please, and thank you.
Yeah, Bitcoin's starting to break out. Yeah, but Bitcoin's starting to break out a little bit on this daily time frame, getting back up towards the highs where we've been for the last flipping 3 months.
Well, we have I don't really know if you remember the post. I saw it back in April when they did the halving. Someone predicted it from like 2013 that the cycle bottoms for every cycle, somewhat accurately. And this one would be October 25th of 2016. 2026, sorry, not 2016.
Oh, soon, and then we're ripping?
Yes, back to 150.
Dude, send it to 250.
This is the part of trading that gets everyone. It's so easy when a stock's down to go. I bet Moderna would be a great example of this if anyone wants to see this happen real time.
Yep.
Go to a week ago on Moderna, and I bet you're going to see everything about Moderna was a COVID deployment of X capital, and Moderna's not going to do anything. It's not going to push up. And I bet if you go read the articles today, it's going to say Moderna's the best company in the world, best healthcare stock in the world. Go and buy it. Bitcoin will do the same thing.
Dude, I've been in this flipping Tesla play for like 2 weeks now. Look at this. So trading that earnings gap, Andre, back up to 370. 370.
We're pushing.
Yeah.
If it goes back to break even, will you cut it at this point?
Yes. If I go back to break even, I'll probably close it. But I'm in at 327. So I'm in.
Do you have a stop in now?
Yes, 300.
But would you actually move your stop to break even now or no?
If this doesn't move at the end of this week past these highs at 351, I'll consider cutting it and reevaluate.
Yeah.
But as long as we're holding outside of that 5-day SMA on the hourly time frame right now, which you can see is this black line, I'm going to continue holding this. But if let's just say end of the week comes and we're still trading like back at 335, I'll cut.
Yeah. Also, I've never, hold on one sec. Pull up my screen. Looking at Uber for a second, I've never bought Uber, but if you go to monthly, perhaps. So, never bought Uber before, but if you look, this is the monthly chart of Uber. If you go to a 4-hour, you can see their earnings. They got demolished on their earnings. I think I had actually bought it at like 68 or something after their earnings. It was like, I remember actually being like, I didn't get the best entry there. But I think I had bought it at like 68 or something. Something like this. Let's just say it was like ballpark here. This is the first time that I've gotten into Uber. So I'm interested to see how this plays out, but I'll go back to a 4-hour here. Let me turn this off. And I just think that over time, like, people are not going to be driving as much, and maybe Uber will be able to compete. I know, Zinc, was it you that said that Uber is kind of like toast?
Yeah, they are not going to be having a good time. Waymo just did 3 million driverless miles last quarter, and Tesla is not far behind with I think like 2.2 million.
How many Waymos have you ever seen in like where you are?
We don't have any at all,
dude.
We also don't have any Ubers.
The time in Miami. I see them everywhere. No driver, just the sirens or whatever.
I went in one without a driver,
and those will always beat out an Uber because, one, you don't have people don't like human interaction nowadays, but there's no tipping a driver. It's the software that it's fine with making, I don't know, like $20 an hour instead of expecting a tip and then leaving you a review based on how you treated the car. And
Miami has in time for
stuff. But we up here we have lifts. That's the only thing I see. And Uber Eats maybe.
Wait,
I also live in the. What was that?
You don't have Uber?
No, everything's too small here. Maybe in the capital, but if I wanted to order an Uber for myself right now, I wouldn't be able to get one.
Oh my god, dude, that's crazy.
Like, you have to call a taxi service and then they charge you.
That is insane. I cannot believe that. I don't think I've been to a city in I don't know how long that didn't have Uber.
I don't live in a city. I live in a town. Borderline village, actually.
By the way, but I don't know what I don't know what the difference is technically. So,
population. Our town's right on the cusp of a village.
A village. You live in a village?
Almost a village, yeah.
That's crazy. That is
good thing is, though, our municipalities are basically non-existent. Everything's volunteer, so our taxes are. I think my taxes in my house were like 0.3%.
Wow. And yeah, I mean, that might be as bad. Do you have Amazon same-day delivery?
Yep.
James, do you have Uber?
Yes, of course.
Yo, this guy goes, of course I have Uber. And Zinc doesn't have Uber. Yeah, that's crazy.
We have no Uber, only one bus a day. Someone in chat said that.
That's insane. Brian goes, there are places called the Boonies.
That is where I live, the boonies.
That's insane.
The sticks.
Yep.
The sticks, yeah, the sticks. He's in the sticks.
I was looking to take a trade maybe on gold for the continuation. Only issue, gold already hit the 0.2 extension for the IB buy levels, so there's not as significant of a draw to the upside. We go and look at maybe levels on gold for breakout day. It's only 66.66, so it's not a great added confluence to go higher. If this was like 80 to 100, maybe I'd take it to the upside. Crude also already took out the 0.4, which was the only extension I had on the table for today. So no more trades for me today. I'm putting a bold prediction out saying that we're going to have a no break day on M&Q. We have
Condor today?
You could.
Would you?
Aren't you glad you didn't open that call spread?
Yeah, I am actually. I'm very happy, actually. I would have had to close it.
I'm thinking of something like this personally on NQ, like a swing play long off previous week's lows, maybe targeting back up towards like 30K, potentially.
Swinging?
Let's
swing
giveaways
trade,
real quick because I have to go right at.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it now.
But yeah, swing trade on that, Andre. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Let me see. By the way, we're running the giveaway right now. 5 people are going to win a free month of edgeful. If you already have an edgeful sub, the credit will be applied to your account. So people who have a sub and people who don't will be able to win. You can win multiple times. You guys know I don't think it's happened yet, but yeah. So.
All right. Let me
Summy T Crypto.
Back in here.
Summit.
Wait, I just call him Summit.
There we go.
Summit Crypto, first one. Congratulations. He's in chat every day. Active in chat every day.
Yeah.
Draw again. Second one coming in.
Wow, ES is ripping.
Maybe it won't be no break day. Kowalski.
Wow. Awesome.
Third one. Saw Nate the student flash up.
So, Zinc, you want to explain the instructions of what the winner should do?
Yep. If you guys do win, and these are all on YouTube from the looks of it, email help@edgeful.com with a screenshot of your YouTube login. And as Andre said, if you already have edgeful, 30 days will be credited to your account. If you don't have edgeful, then you'll get a free month of the plan. It's the essential plan, not the algo plan. Last one coming in. So we got Chris Chi 4209, Malkrishna 30, Bull Onyx, Kowalski, and Summit Crypto.
So email help@edgeful.com and send a screenshot that it's actually your profile. So like open up the top right of your YouTube thing, show us that it's actually your profile, and just email help and say, I won the giveaway. What do I do?
There you go.
All right, guys. Good stream. 2 for 2 today, which is good. All right. We'll be back tomorrow.
See you guys.